Alright, today I'll be reviewing the Glock Combat CO2 Blowback Pistol. So this is the box that your combat Glock will come in. It says Tactical Force at the front and states that it is a CO2 Airsoft gun, in case you didn't know. It says Tactical Force, which is considered the company, but it is rebranded by Umarex. So that's the official name on the website where I got it from, is evoc.com, and it's underneath the Umarex in the CO2 gun section. As you can see, it looks like what you would find in a sports store, Academy Sports, Dick's Sporting Goods, but trust me, it's a lot better than the guns you would find there. As you can see, it's in the impossible to open plastic. The box says 400 FPS, but it's about 390 is its max, I'd say. It's about 350 to 390. But this is the typical box it comes in. The way I opened it was I just took a knife and cut around the gun, so I just opened it up like this. Makes things a lot simpler. Manual is in this back portion here. Again, I just cut around that. This gun does not come with BBs, does not come with CO2, does not come with a jamming rod. It's strictly the gun and the magazine. But with my package from Evoc, I also received a calendar from them that has a few of their coupon codes on it, and they did send me a special coupon code. I will not be showing that on camera because I do not believe they want that to be displayed for people who have not purchased a gun from them. So, starting off, your gun will have an orange tip, but nobody likes those, so I'll get rid of that. Very simple to pull off. It has one dab of glue on it, and you just take pliers and pop it straight off. Don't spin it. The barrel has ridges in it. You can see that. That's how it grips onto this thing, so pull it out, not spinning it. As you can see, there are no trademarks on this gun because of Glock's lawsuit, other than it says Combat here and Tactical Force on the hand grip. It highly resembles a Glock 17, that's why I keep referring to it as the Combat Glock. The Tactical Force Combat is its real name, so I'll just call it a Glock because it looks like one greatly. We'll start with the metal and plastic parts. The entire slide on this gun, and that'd be the part that moves back, is all metal. Makes a nice clank. This dust cover, chamber cover, whatever you want to call it, is metal. Your outer barrel is a nice nylon fiber. It's a metal plastic composite. Of course, this is the internals. As you can see, though, the blowback on this gun really doesn't do anything. It just goes back. So if you're uber particular and think that your gun needs, the slide actually has to do something, this gun may not be for you, but I really don't care. As long as it has blowback, I'm happy with it. But, so metal, composite, metal, and this whole lower receiver is all polymer. Not kidding, it's not plastic, it's a very nice polymer. Which is realistic to the real Glocks, as most of, actually the entire lower receiver on a real Glock is polymer. So, as you can see, you have your slide release. This gun does in fact have slide lock. When your magazine, by the way, this magazine holds 15 rounds, it is a stick style magazine because it has to have space for the gas, which I'll get to in a moment. 15 rounds. I've fit 16 in here on the rare occasion, but that's not a good idea, it might hurt the gun. It is empty right now, so this slide locks back. When the magazine is out or full, it simply operates as normal. You can see that the actual gap where the slide release is not at the peak of the slide's back here, see? It goes forward a little bit, then locks. So you have this weird, it goes forward slightly. No idea why this is. I believe it's because with the CO2 with this gun, as it gets weaker, it blows back less and less slightly. So I'm guessing it's just because it will lock most of the time. instead of some of the time. It's just my guess. The CO2 compartment is in the back here. The way you get to it is take out your magazine first and press this button right here that says push. Cannot see that on this camera, but oh well. It's going to fly open like this, and you can see where your CO2 would go in. I already have some in here because I did the shooting test before. I'll have a video of that, playing at the end of the video, and a link to it so you could watch that shooting. What you do is you simply toss in your CO2 and turn this wheel here until it hisses and is full of gas. So a lever here that I never use, you push it back and it's on fire now, and it's a lot harder to pull back the trigger. I'll give you a little demo of the blowback. So, to get an idea of what that looks like. And other than that safety, which is not helpful, I won't consider it a safety because it's just a piece. But inside the trigger, there is another trigger. You can see it there. To pull back the trigger, this has to be pulled back as well. If you can see, it stops. Can't pull it back. If I pull it with this middle part pushed down, I can pull it back all the way. So, magazine release is located here. It sticks out quite far, so it is very easy to push out. The magazine release pushes it out. I'm not slanting this gun at all. The only slant you see is from my camera. I'm holding it perfectly level, and the magazine release shoots out, which is kind of handy, kind of not, because if you bump into this while you're in a war, that magazine might get lost. The sights on this gun are very nice, actually extremely nice. They are fiber optic sights. It has 2 green fiber optic loops here. That does not mean they're glow in the dark. People always ask that. Fiber optic means that it takes in sunlight and makes it glow. It's not glow in the dark though. So you can see you have your 2 dots and a white post in the front. See? So very nice sights. They're great. It's probably one of my most favorite parts about the gun. So the grips feel nice. They have a sandpaper-like texture on them here, and a little place for your thumb to grab, which is very comfortable. Works well. The magazine release is slightly larger than your average Glock pistol. It does have an accessory rail, which will allow you to add lasers, flashlights, that kind of thing. The only thing I've added on here was a laser and a flashlight. The laser is pretty good, but the flashlight's kind of pointless on a pistol. There is no way to field strip this gun, sadly. I can't even find a way you could take apart this gun. All the pins are smoothed out and don't look like they can be moved. So it is not field strippable, and it's not even able to be disassembled from what I can gather. So if your gun gets jammed, just hope you already have an unjamming rod on hand from any old guns. I have an unjamming rod from an old electric blowback. Somebody commented on my video for that electric blowback that said that was a waste of money. Well, no it wasn't, because I got an unjamming rod, because this has got jammed twice on me. I've used it a lot, by the way. I've burned through quite a few boxes of the CO2 canisters, and it jammed on me twice, and that unjamming rod really saved my butt. So, but if you don't have an unjamming rod, you're going to have a very hard time with this gun because you cannot disassemble it to take out the BBs. So you definitely need one of those. But I've gone over everything really. This basically the most of it. I will have 2 videos linked to this one. There is one which is going to be the shooting test, and I'll have it playing in this corner right here. You know, a little portion. And if you click on that now, you will be taken to the full video of where I shoot this gun. It is in slow motion, and I consider it to be very nice. So thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and like my videos or whatever. And thank you for watching.
The video playing now is of a gun that is quite similar to the one that you've seen in this video, except it is spring, which makes it a lot more affordable. It's only about $15 versus this one is $70. So if you want a cheaper version of this gun that is human powered and does not require CO2, click on the video above.